Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Transformers Friday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you from the Transformers the Movie Studio Series 86, number 22, Deluxe Class Brawn. Let's get into it! Let's begin with a look at the packaging. On the top here, we've got a hook, the Transformers the Movie, that nice blue deco there. At least I'm guessing it's blue. I'm colorblind, so don't make fun of handicapped people. The Transformers the Movie Takara Tomy Generations Transformers Studio Series 86, number 22, Brawn. And here we have a little open area showing the figure somewhat, a little bit of him. And then here we have some nice artwork. Studio Series 8622, Autobot Brawn. 8 and up, Hasbro print. On the bottom, small print, fine print, legalese print, made in Vietnam print, symbols I'm not going to learn. And includes figure, 2 accessories, removable backdrop, and instructions. What? On this side, 8622 Studio Series. That nice artwork again. He's Deluxe Class. On this side, Autobot symbol, but it's like die cut in there because this is part of the insert. And then again, that nice artwork. Authentic. On the back, big screen inspired scale detail. And, I added that, backdrop. And then there it is again in some other languages. The Transformers the Movie Brawn, Decepticon Shuttle Ambush. And then again in some other language. He converts? No, he transforms in 23 steps. Nice digital renders there of both modes. And then here he is with his backdrop. In an effort to protect the crew, Brawn is the first to act when Decepticons attack the Autobot shuttle. And then backdrop included. And there it is in some other languages. And there's that in some other languages. There's this thing, whatever that is. Recycle your stuff, I guess. Warning, attention, Octoon! Don't stick things in any language pie hole that do not belong there. And don't give it to babies. Small fine legalese made in Vietnam print. That symbol I'm not going to learn. Assortment number up here. And a barcode! That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. And there I go, bumping the camera. Now let's take a look at the figure and his accessories in his alt mode. And first up, let's take a look at the handy dandy instruction manual. 8622 Studio Series Brawn, the Transformers the Movie Transformers Generation Brawn. 8 and up. And then here on the inside, nice, easy to follow, clearly illustrated directions. So there's that. And here is the insert from the inside of the box. Of course, it's 8622 Studio Series, Transformers, and then Transformers the Movie. Authentic right there on the front. And the backdrop itself, of course, is the Autobot shuttle with a hole blown in it right before the Decepticons come in and just clean house, so to speak. And then here we have handy dandy tweezers and Brawn's laser pistol. Nice molded details, all molded into color. And then It's a little bit of hollowness here on the bottom side, but it's okay. Who's looking at the bottom most of the time? Now let's take a look at the vehicle mode. I have to say it's pretty nice. It's not great, or it's not the greatest, but it is pretty good. I mean, it's a little messy right in here, and of course the panel lines here, but that you could just say was the vent window. But at least there's no robot parts showing on the inside. But they could have get one more freaking paint app right here for this window. What? And here on the hood, nice big Autobot Tampo. On the other side, underside, a little bit robot looking, but again, who's going to be looking there? A little bit of silver paint for the wheels, and they're on those snap-on pegs. I don't know exactly what they're called. Wheels roll good. They do have some nice molded detail to them. Nice big silver paint app there for the front grille, the headlights, and all that. And then this paint app here, which carries, well, I thought it carried around. It doesn't. And then this molded in plastic here, and most everything else is molded in plastic. Now, the tire is removable, so you can leave it on there or not. However you want to do it. But it does have some nice molded details in here. Windshield wipers, even on the back here. This is supposed to be the gas tank, or the spare gas tank, I should say. And then as far as storage for his weapon in this mode, boop, that's it. And again, he rolls okay. It's like there's something that's catching or not turning real good. So it's okay, but it's not the greatest. Well, that, my friends, is a look at Brawn in his alt mode. It's time for alt mode comparisons. And here we have Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Brawn with the Titans Returns Legends Class Brawn and the War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Cliff Jumper. Here's Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Brawn with the Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee and the Amazon exclusive Generation Selects War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Leader Class Alternate Universe Optimus Prime. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the comedy portion of our program, where I attempt to transform this Transformer. And first thing I like to do is let's just remove the weapon. The tire can stay on there. It doesn't really make a difference either way. But let's start at the back here and just kind of flip that up. And you'll notice there's tabs right here. And then the slots former right there. But take this piece and go ahead and let's just flip it all the way back up. And it's difficult to do. It's not an easy flip all the way into this position. So just be aware of that. Then you want to untab the front here, and you can see there's the tab, and it just tabs in behind. There's no actual slot for it to go into. It just kind of pops into place behind the grill here. So let's go ahead and straighten that out, and we're going to do the same thing over here on this side. Oh, I forgot to say, there's a tab right there at the corner, and it goes into that right there. So there is that. And again, this side is just the same as the other side. and you just want to undo it. Oh, I forgot, there's a tab right here. I almost broke it. So tab right there that pegs into right there, and it's the same on this side as well. So thank goodness I didn't break it, because what you should have done, or what I should have done, not you, me, what you should do is turn that piece up like that before you go to straightening these other pieces up. So don't put the legs all the way in. Although I want to say like this, it kind of, the legs like this kind of remind me of the G1 legs, just the shape of it. I don't know, maybe I'm just a weirdo. But anyway, before you put the legs all the way straight, you got a hinge here and a hinge here, and you just want to kind of fold it over like this and then like that, and then you'll see there's a tab here and a slot right here, and those just go together. And it's the same thing over here on the opposite side, and that one didn't make the snapping noise. And then here you just want to straighten these up like so. So there is that. Then you want to, one other thing. You see this little tab here and here. There's two slots there on his fists that those go into when you're transforming it into Jeep mode. And also you want to separate them, and you see the tab here and the slot here. And then once you have them separated, you flip them out by this hinge right here, this panel for the window. It just kind of flips out like that, and that's on both sides. And they'll tab into place, or they'll pop into place. They don't really tab. And then you want to take where this pin is right here. You want to rotate that arm assembly up, and you see this short little post right here. Well, there's a little peg, a port for it under here that you can't really see. So you want to do that on both sides. And you just kind of straighten the arms up a little bit where the silver part's pointed down. Then right here on this hinge, you'll flip the hand out and then rotate the arm around at the bicep. Or you can rotate the arm around at the bicep and then straighten the fist out. Either way. Either way. Now this piece right here, this just flips out on this hinge right here. So flip that out, spin the head around, because that's a thing. And then, let me see. This whole piece right here, where this pin is right here, it just kind of spins around. You have to watch out because it doesn't, I won't say it tabs in, but it kind of locks into place there. And I guess you have to do that before you put the arms into place. So there's that whole assembly, bends down like that, and then you can put the arms back into place like they're supposed to be. Then this part will close back up, and you can see there's two little like open slots right here, and then these two pieces right here. Nope, not those two pieces. Right here. So that clips into place just like that. Then you want to take at the waist and spin him around like that. And then for this part, it's on a double hinge. There's a hinge up in here, and then there's a hinge right here. So once you have it like this, turn this whole piece, this whole assembly on this hinge right here, and then push it up and just kind of straighten it up a little bit. It holds in place due to friction. There's no tabs or anything for it, at least that I was able to find. I could be wrong. Not that I can see. There's no tabs there. which kind of sucks. It would have been nice to have some tabs back there, just kind of get that in the proper position. And there you have it, my friends. Studio Series 86 Brawn, all transformed. Well, let's take a look at Brawn in his robot mode. And here's really the only accessory. It's his gun. And we've already looked at that. And it just, you know, it can go in either hand. Or just for storage, you can put it back there if you want to. And then let's take a look at it. And it's got this nice paint app behind the head, and then the face and the eyes. And then there is a little bit of line work, it looks like, around the mouth, but that just could be where it's put together. I'm not 100% sure about that, but nevertheless, it does look pretty cool. And very, very classic, to me at least. And then we've got this chest that I think is all a paint app, and then Tampo for the Autobot logo. Silver paint app on the forearms and at the top of the knees. And then the windows, of course, paint everything except for that back one, which really, I don't know. It's a missed opportunity for me. But I guess that's where the buzzworthy Bumblebee repaint's going to come in. So, but overall, I think it looks good. The backpack part, it's a little messy, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. And when you take him out of the box, this flap right here is actually just pointing straight down. At least mine was. So it took me a minute to figure out that, hey, that will flip all the way up, because it is hard. As I mentioned during the transformation, it is hard to flip that up into place, at least on mine. Let's take a look at his articulation. His head will, well, if you unhinge it a little bit, you can get the full Exorcist out of it, and that's fine. It is really, really tight right there. So there is that. At the shoulder, rotates 360 degrees, and then there's a little cut right there, and it's on a ball joint. So, and you get 90 degrees up for it. Then there is a cut here at the bicep, just above the elbow. It gives you 360 degree rotation. At the elbow, it's on a single hinge, but it gives you almost total bend there, so that's awesome. And then the wrist, there's no rotation, which is a little disappointing, but he's got some in and out here on this hinge, but that's really due to transformation more than anything else. There's a cut at the waist. Again, I think that's mostly just for transformation purposes, but it does work this way as well. At the hips, he can give you the full splits plus. Kicks forward approximately 90 degrees and back about a full step, I would guess. Cut here at the upper thigh for another 360 degree rotation. That's on a mushroom peg, double mushroom peg. And then single hinge for the knee, and it gives you that much bend, not quite 90, just a little shy of it. At the ankle, there's really no tilt. I mean, there's toe tilt and back foot tilt, but that's again mainly due to transformation. And then you do have rocker, and it's on a hinge, and it's a little bit past 90 degrees. So again, I already showed you can store the weapon on his back if you want. Mine is going to hold it in his hand. And that, my friends, is a look at Brawn in his robot mode and his gun. It's time for my favorite part of a Transformers review, robot mode comparisons. And here we have the Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Brawn next to the Titans Returns Legends Class Brawn, and the War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Deluxe Class Cliff Jumper. Here's Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Brawn with the Titans Returns Legends Class Bumblebee and the Walmart exclusive Netflix War for Cybertron Trilogy Earthrise Leader Class Optimus Prime. For final thoughts on the Transformers Studio Series 86 number 22 Deluxe Class Brawn, I have to say overall it looks okay in the alt mode. It's a little messy where I pointed it out on the sides, but other than that it's pretty good. And then it does have a hollow spot that you can see through, you know, right here across, if you're looking at it from the side in robot mode. And then, I don't know, the legs, the outside of the legs, the part that's coming up right now, to me, it's, I don't know, it's a little off looking. And then, of course, you got the tires showing in the back, and that's okay. It's nothing that really detracts too much from the figure itself, more the look that they were trying to go for. And then the backpack it's a little messy, but it's not too bad. And then of course the back windscreen or windshield, whatever you want to call it, the back glass not being painted like the rest of the glass on the figure, the rest of the windows on the figure. And so that throws off alt mode a little bit. And I know I'm just kind of skipping around on alt mode and robot mode, but it's, you know, just as these thoughts are coming to me as I'm looking at him right here. I like the gun. I like the figure overall. It does give you that classic animated feel for the figure. I think it's kind of funny, and it just, at least it amuses me that during transformation, when you have his legs all flipped out, it really reminds me of the legs on the G1 Brawn. And I don't know if that was an intentional thing or if it just happened, or if it's just me. It's probably just me. But again, overall, I'd have to say this is a good figure. It's a good replacement for the last one we got that was Titans Returns that I showed off in the comparison section. So I think this guy is a good replacement for that one. If you're looking to replace him, the old one, he still scales okay if you're just using that Titans Returns Legends class as your mini bots, and you haven't upgraded any of them to you know, the new scale deluxe, then, you know, he still works good that way, and I think he's okay that way. But if you're looking to, you know, you've got the others in the new scale, and you want him to, you know, be sized correctly for them, or at least close to correctly for them, then, you know, this of course is your next best option. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews, or just help the channel out further, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.